Here we go again. Gary's in the Discord dropping crazy alpha right now. I wanted you guys to catch it. I don't expect this to be long, but I wanted to give you what we had. Gary has come in this morning and has just, I don't know, maybe 50 different comments that he's put today. So I wanted to share those with you. Let me get to the top here. So he was talking about frames again, 5 frames being needed to burn for new characters. Someone asked 5 frames and spec attributes don't matter. He said frames mainly, 5 frames, but the backgrounds and the attributes don't matter for the new character burn. He said frames mainly. Someone asked they don't have any utility for VF2. He said nope. Let's see. Where else are we? If we have multiple groups of 5 of the same frame, will there be enough time to get multiple new VF2 characters? He said, yes, this is why BookGames is big. We've been saying this all along here. What is the supply of new characters for VF2? He said a solid amount. Someone had asked if it was, it was the very next question. Is the total supply of VF2 under 25,000? He said no. So it's possible that it'll be greater than 25,000. He had joked previously about it being 100,000. Then he said he was kidding. And then he said, maybe I'm not kidding. So we'll see. There was an issue. He commented on the issue last night from Immutable X where some tokens got taken for way less than they were listed for. He said he just heard from the team he's getting some homework on the situation in today. So he's going to work on that. I trust that Gary's going to restore that for us. He said, I'll get the lay of the land and make decisions. More info is coming. People are asking tons of questions here. Let's see. I'm trying to find it all for us. Is Patience Lava still getting first dibs on VF2 new characters? He said, you'll see. We talked about this yesterday in our live stream yesterday. So just wanted to get these updates in. By the time I could sit down and edit a video, it would be too late, and I don't want to do that to you. So let's see, where am I? Is burning a conviction gratitude required in addition to 5 frames to burn for a new character? He said, are you asking, is it any 5 or a specific 5? I think the person was asking if you specifically had to have conviction and gratitude attributes. Nothing that Gary has said in the past indicates that. He's talking mainly about frames over and over. He also mentioned BookGames holders are about to have a fire sale opportunity for VeeCon. This is a big deal and will be the way to get to VeeCon. And there's more on that here. I'll tell you in just a second. I want to make sure I quote him correctly so that you get that. Let's see. So much. All right. Someone said, is having 5 same frames required? Yes. For new characters to get them, you will need to burn, he said. Maybe it's easier if I do it like this. Try to track all its comments, and so maybe it's easier if I do it like this. Gary just said the supply for VF2 is more than 25,000. How many BookGames tokens will be burnt to get those 25,000? He said you only need to burn BookGames for the 15 new characters. Otherwise, BookGames are raffle tickets to get into the Friends List Mint Series 2. So obviously, he's not assuming that everyone's going to burn for new characters. Maybe there's only a limited amount of new characters in the total set, which I would assume would be true. So not everyone is going to get to burn, hence the race. So even though you have 5 frames, which is required to burn for a new character, it's going to be a race. There's going to be a limited supply. And then the rest of those that you have, let's say you don't burn your 5 frames, you're going to get to go to the raffle, right? So here's the big news from this morning. He said, who here wants to get to VeeCon and has BookGames tokens? And then he said, wood frames gets you the best chance to get to VeeCon at a sale price. Lots of theories about what that is. Right now it's 13 on the exchange to get a BookGames token, or excuse me, to get a VeeCon ticket. And the sale, we are thinking it's going to be wood frames, and we're thinking maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe less. Gary said, VeeCon is insane and amazing, and you should get to VeeCon using BookGames, and especially wood frames. Of user Andy Q asked, I think we're still waiting on the BookGames giveaway. Whatever happened to that? So Gary, a few weeks ago, had said he was going to do a BookGames giveaway on a Sunday, and then his travel plans got delayed and inhibited that. So he was going to redo that. He said Sunday night finally looks real. Someone said, I have one wood frame. What can I do with it? Gary said it won't be enough. So it's not one. Is it worth trading just to have another VeeCon ticket? He said, now people are thinking. So probably a good idea. If you have tons of wood frames and you want to burn for an extra VeeCon ticket, you might be able to flip that somehow. He said at 10:48 a.m., just told a good friend, you remember how you regret not getting Series 1? Well, when you see what happens in Series 2 for Series 1 holders, you'll regret it again. Cat's out of the bag soon. The time is now. Let's see. BookGames ended up being a good play, he says. He was talking about the VeeFriends Twitter education, or VeeFriends education on Twitter that he was telling about. Our V2 releasing in March, no April, we know that. Let's see, get to the next set here. Hey, what's up? How's the advantage of 12.5 days on the raffle if we go after the burn? I don't know. Remember, the burn is for new characters only. So whatever the leftover that he set aside, maybe there's a limited supply of new, whatever else is included in VF2, you're getting the advantage of 1, not paying gas fees, 2, not having to burn. So I don't know the quality or the rarity or even the quantity of what's going to be in VF2, but the idea is you have a shot at getting into the collection without having to burn, without necessarily having to race. You get time and you get to save the gas fees that way. Save on the gas fees. You still have to pay them, but hopefully they'll be cheaper at that time. All right. Anyone know the public price for V2? Gary said less than $1,000 in the form of ETH. I'll set the ETH right before, so he's going to try to keep it as low as possible, which we appreciate. Thank you very much. Said Series 2 is going to stun you. Also, will my conviction book game token help me to get a good new character for Series 2? He said, do you have 5 of the same frame? We've been saying that for about a week now. Now, here's where it gets interesting this afternoon. He said, I'm pondering to share the Series 1 benefits, but wanted to ask the community if they need a few more days to buy their Series 1, because after we announce, things will change with the floor in a real way. Someone said, Gary, don't make me get 2. He said, get 3. People ask, Paper Hands Pony or Halloween mini drop? He said, Pony is my gut long term. What would you say to someone with 5 silver frames? Be ready to burn. Conviction book games token or 5 matching frames? He said, if you want a new character, 5. What about the new people in the community that didn't get to mint because they found you late? He said the Series 2 open mint will be an opportunity there. You can get book games now and be ready for Series 2. 5 of the same frames, 5 of any of the same frames for the new characters. He said 5 of the same frame will be a factor. I think that still lends to our theory that the frames match up to the characters. Pony and Koala or V1 floor? He said V1. Can we get 2 of the same new character? Yes, and you should. So maybe that answers our question on whether we can mint more than 1. Somebody asked, can you get 2? And he said, yes, and you should. Any time scale for when the 5-frame burn will go live? Really? He said April. Oh, well, that means VF2. Okay, I thought he was talking about VeeCon tickets. Okay, burn for new characters will be after burn for VeeCon tickets sale. Big decisions here. Book games are underrated. So this is what I was talking about yesterday, that if you're going to burn for VeeCon, those tickets are gone, right? Those tokens are gone and they're out of your collection. So then you have to have an additional 5 frames to burn for new characters. So gotta make choices. Gary, I'm worried I won't be able to mint V2 Pearl. I was building for it, but IMX bug ruined things. Don't worry, like I said, we're behind the scenes working, and he listed some of the admins that can help. So that last message there was at, let me jump to it, was at 2:40, which was 9 minutes ago. I think if I know Gary, he's probably asking his team, hey, can I say this now? Are we good? We're good to go. Once I say this, it's out there. So give me confirmation that I can say this. So I haven't seen anything from him in 9 minutes. Let's see. Appreciate you guys joining. We're on Gary V watch right now. He's came into the chat. He's going to drop some alpha. He had said, and I just read it, I'm pondering to share the Series 1 benefits, but wanted to ask the community if they need more days to buy their Series 1. I'm guessing that he's going to tell us right now. I don't think he has the ability to wait. Like I said, he gets excited. I'm excited. I hope you are too. So we're just waiting. When this gets posted, you'll see a bunch of the statements that he made. I just wanted to get it out there for you because there were a lot of information that he brought today. This is not going to be a very clean video. I don't have anything set up. Just trying to get it out. Hopefully he's going to continue his rants. If you guys aren't in the Discord with Gary Vee, you need to be there. You need to be able to be a part of this and get it quick. I'm happy to do this, and I know we'll be able to go back and review it in case you missed it. You can always check the message tracker. Of course, there's almost 17,000 Gary Vee statements that he's made. So any questions you guys have maybe from yesterday or that you wanted to ask while we're sitting here waiting? I think I'm caught up on everything that he's posted. Let's check the VeeFriends floor very quickly. Right now, I think it's sitting at around 14. So yeah, the floor is at 14. There are offers below that, but I don't know that they're accepted. And then let's check the BookGames floor while we're sitting here. Hey, Jason. All right, so obviously wood frames are climbing. There's one wood frame at 0.24, but it's a ghost. I tried to buy it and couldn't do it, and it's a ghost. So I was able to buy other tokens just fine. So the floor is 0.24725. It's a clear accountability lava, and then a bunch there, but it goes from, wow, it goes from 0.24 to 0.25 and then jumps to 0.35. Maybe that's a glitch of token control. I can't imagine that's the case. I don't think that's right. This thing often is bouncing back and forth in that way. I know that's not right because I know there are wood frames that are cheaper that fit in between there. So wood frames, if you're looking for wood frames for VeeCon, right now the floor on that is 0.289, and that has been steadily climbing today. I expect it to continue to climb, especially if that burn sale is imminent, which I think it is. I don't think that he's going to wait on that because he said it was going to be this week in his video earlier. So Gary's been in the chat all day today. It's been fun and interesting. He's dropped a lot of information. He's still green. He's still sitting here. I really think he's just confirming that he's allowed to say what he's about to say to us. I don't have a lot of time to sit here today and do this, but I wanted to get down at least what we know so far, that wood frames are needed for VeeCon passes. We're guessing 5, we're hoping 5. That you're going to burn for new characters first, but VeeCon burn, those wood frames, is going to come before that. So depending on what's a priority to you, I said it in my live stream yesterday, priority for me is getting to VeeCon. So I'm going to be burning hopefully some wood tokens for VeeCon, and then burning for the new characters. If you don't burn for the new characters, then you can wait till the raffle. So there's plenty of opportunities to get in VF2. You just got to make sure you have BookGames tokens. That's the only way to do it. All right, let's see what we got. Change bottom right from 30 to 100. That helps. Yeah, but I'm saying even in that 30, Paul, it was going from 0.28 to 0.34, like even in that list. So probably just need to play around, refresh a couple things. Yeah, so the wood's definitely lifted. If you change token truck show 100, it fixes the glitch. Okay, got it. Gary's been dropping crazy messages. Yes, that's absolutely true. I've seen the entire floor. I actually have a floor tracker that I manually keep up with every day since January 18th. I have it going back to. So the floor is as high as it's been now since January 18th. January 18th, the floor was 0.25, and then it went down as low as 0.15 on February 1st. And then now it's back up to what we're seeing, 0.24. I expect it to continue to climb the entire month of March. I've said this over and over. I think it will just go, which is great. So if you bought some tokens and let's say they don't get selected for raffle, or you know some people are trying to eat up a certain type of frame, you could probably list it for a good flip right now. Hopefully what you bought it was pretty low. V1 News still not released, even though he said he would reveal. I know, that's what we're sitting here for. I really don't want to make another hour-long video today, but we are definitely sitting here waiting for Gary. He's here. He's in the Discord. His light is green. It's not like he's sleeping or away. So hopefully we'll see him here in just a second. I can give him probably another 5 minutes or so to wait. He was just going very, very quickly. I imagine typically on times when you have conversations with people, especially at work, like they'll talk the 250, 251, 252, and then, you know, when you get to 3, they're in a different meeting. So maybe he has a meeting at 3 and he can't talk anymore. I don't know. I'm completely guessing. Hopefully we'll see something here from him. See if I can goad him a little bit here in the chat. Everybody needs to say, tell us. What's your VF2 supply estimation? So somebody asked if it was more or if it was less than 25,000. Let me make sure I read that right, because I don't want to tell you wrong. Let's see. Total V2 supply under 25,000. He said no. So we were thinking, if I personally 15 to 20,000 maybe. He's going to put it over 25,000. That's a lot. I mean, BookGames is a lot, but that seems to be still a high for what you see in projects right now. So some people are asking for more time. Other people are saying you've had enough time. Everybody wants to know, right? Man, I really appreciate how you guys show up when I do these. I hope that it's helpful to you. I know you could probably see these messages just like I can. Maybe you're busy and you just have your phone. I don't know. But thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part. Here's what I'll say. I'm going to have to end my live stream in just a few minutes, but I'll say this. Knowing Gary, he will be back in the room tonight. I would guess sometime between 6 and 9 Eastern, and he will probably spill the beans. That was where I'd put my money if I had to. So keep a lookout. I'm busy tonight. I may be able to do a phone live stream and see it that way, but he said, what we're waiting for is, he said, I'm pondering to share the Series 1 benefits. Wanted to ask the community if they needed a few more days to buy their Series 1, because after we announce, everything's going to change, right? The floor is going to go crazy. So I think he's planning to do it. He probably will. It just when. And I just turned on the camera and said, hey, let's get it out there. So let's do this. Gratitude Koala sold back to back. Cool. 35,000, Jason. Yeah, could be. I mean, he's not one for round numbers as much. Like he likes, like VeeFriends was 10,555. BookGames is 125,000. I guess that's a round number, but I imagine he'll do something. There'll be some correlation. So I don't know, what's half of BookGames? It's 125. What's that? 72.5, something like that. It could be that. It could be a quarter of BookGames. So I think holding 5 frames with different attributes would. I don't understand. Oh, would work. Thanks. Yes, for VF2, I do not think the attributes or the backgrounds matter. It's the frames. He has said frames, frames, frames over and over. That's what's going to matter. So what he announced today that was different than yesterday is that the VeeCon passes are going to need wood to burn. So people are stocking up on wood frames. The floor on wood is dramatically rising. I got some guesses here. 25, 555. That makes sense. That'd be fine. 62.5. That's fine too. So I don't know. It's 3 o'clock here. Again, I think Gary's going to drop this information tonight. Stay tuned. Stay alert. I'll throw out on Twitter whatever I can find. Busy NFT 23. Also, we'll try to go live if he comes back and says something amazing, and we'll get that information to you. Also, a couple things that he did mention. The VeeCon sale, he had said earlier this week that it would be this week. Today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. Do we count Saturday and Sunday as this week? I don't know, but definitely in the next 3 or 4 days. And then somebody asked him about the BookGames giveaway, and he said that Sunday looks real this time. So previously he had talked about a giveaway and had travel plans that got delayed. Now he's saying it looks like it's going to happen this week. I expect he'll kind of plug that again sometime soon. But stay tuned. The next few days, the next few weeks, the next couple months for BookGames and VeeFriends is going to be fantastic. I will continue to bring you updates as soon as I get them, as soon as I can. And thank you guys for staying engaged. I'm sorry I have to go now. I was thinking he was going to do it because he was sending 20 messages in 3 minutes. Now he hasn't sent one in the last 10 or so. So going to let you go. We'll be back later this evening if he does come back with something. Otherwise, we'll see you soon. Web3 is the future. BookGames is forever. See you guys. Thanks so much.